today, children, to an adage much loved of Martin Luther. To God, to our parents, to our teachers, we can never render sufficient gratitude. How well we know. These words may strike our modern ear as merely quaint, as dubious, as old. And yet let us pose this question. Each of us, within our dark heart, in what ways have we honored or dishonored our father and mother? In what ways have we strayed in soul, in body, from all the wise instruction of our clergymen, our teachers,
Something started crazy, sweet and unknown. Something you keep in a box on the street, now it's longing for a home. You can say what things are, make me tired, be lonely and sad. You can say what we are. This is the season for dreaming. And now our bodies are the guilty ones who touch and color the hours. Night won't breathe. Oh, how we fall silence from the sky.
Or maybe like once through everything, and then away again, with the taste of dust in your mouth all day, but no need to know. Like sadness, you just sail away, 'cause you know I don't do sadness, not even a little bit. Just don't need it in my life, don't want any part of it. I don't do sadness, hey, I've done my time. Looking back on it all, and it blows my mind. I don't do sadness, so been there. Don't do sadness, just don't care.
Moritz, Stephen?
Ilse? You frightened me.
Did you lose something?
Why did you frighten me? Damn it.
What are you looking for?
If only I knew.
Then what's the use of looking?
So, where have you been keeping yourself?
Pre-Appia? The artist colony?
Yes.
All those old buggers, Moritz. Also wild, so bohemian. All they want to do is dress me up and paint me. That Johann Ferdorf, he's a wicked one, actually. Always knocking easels down and chasing me, dabbing me with his paintbrush. But then, that's men. If they can't stick you with one thing, they'll try another. Oh God, Moritz, the other day we all got so drunk. I passed out in the snow. I just lay there unconscious all night. Then I spent an entire week with Gustav Baum, truly inhaling that ether of his. Until this morning, when he woke me with a gun set against my breast. He said, "One twitch and it's the end." Really gave me the goosebumps. But how about you, Moritz? Still in school?
Well, this semester I'm through.
God. You remember how we used to run back to my house and play pirates? Wendla Bergman, Melchior Gabor, you and I. Spring and summer, every other day. Blue wind gets so sad, blowing through the thick corn bales of hay. The open books on the grass. Spring and summer. Sure, when it's autumn, wind always wants to creep up and haunt you. Whistling got you with its heartache, with its sorrow. Winter wind sings and it cries. Spring and summer, every other day. Blue wind gets so pained, blowing through the thick corn, through the bales of hay, through the sudden drift of the rain. Spring and summer.
Actually, I better go.
Walk as far as my house with me.
And?
We'll dig up those old tomahawks and play together, Moritz, just like we used to.
We did have some remarkable times. Hiding in our wigwam.
Yes. I'll brush your hair and curl it. Set you on my little hobby horse.
I wish I could.
And why don't you?
80 lines of Virgil, 16 equations, paper on the Habsburgs. So maybe I should be some kind of laundry line. Hang their things on me, and I will swing dry. You just wave in the sun through the afternoon as they unsee. They come to set you free beneath the rising moon. It's in the ringing sun. I don't do every other day. Sliding with so lost. Just don't need it in my life. Don't want any part of it. I don't do every other day. Say I'm going back, I'm looking back on it all of it. Blows my mind. So then down, so too selfish, just dark summer. Good night, Elsa.
Good night.
Virgil, the equations, remember?
Just for an hour.
I can't.
Well, walk me at least.
Honestly, I wish I could.
You know, by the time you finally wake up, I'll be lying on some trash heap.
For the love of God, all I had to do was say yes. Ilse! Ilse! So what will I say? I'll tell them all. The angels. I got drunk in the snow. And sang and played pirates. Yes. I'll tell them. I'm ready now. I'll be an angel. 10 minutes ago, you could see the entire horizon. Now, only the dust. The first few stars. So dark. So dark. So dark. dad ever hoped he'd know. Oh, the talks you never had, the Saturdays you never spent, all the grown-up places you never went, and all of the crying you wouldn't understand. You just let him cry, make a man out of him. A shadow past, yearning for the fool you call home. All things he ever wished are left behind. All the things his mama did to make him mine, and how his dad had hoped he'd grow. All things he ever lived are left behind. All the fears that ever flickered through his mind. All the sadness that he'd come to own. A shadow past, yearning for the fool he called home. It whistles through the post, still left behind. It whistles through the post, still left behind. It whistles through the post, still left
Fräulein Knuffel-Dick.
Herr Knochenbruch.
We must take immediate and decisive steps, lest we be perceived as one of those institutions afflicted by the veritable epidemic of adolescent suicide.
Indeed, sir. But it will not be an easy war to win. There's not only the moral corruption of our youth, but the creeping sensuality of these liberal-minded
I
times.
couldn't agree more. It's war. Naturally, there must be casualties. Bring the boy in.
Certainly, Herr Knochenbruch.
It would seem, young man, that all roads end in you. You do know what I mean.
I'm afraid...
As well one would be. 2 days after his father learned of the young
Moritz
Stiefel's death, he searched through the boy's effects and uncovered a certain depraved and atheistic document which made terribly clear the utter moral corruption of the young man, a corruption which no doubt hastened the boy's end.
Without question, Herr Knochenbruch.
I am referring, as you may know, to a 10-page essay entitled, coyly enough, The Art of Sleeping With, accompanied by, shall we say, lifelike illustrations.
Herr Knochenbruch, if I could...
Behave properly! That would be another affair entirely.
Entirely.
For our part, we have made a thorough examination of the handwriting of this obscene document and compared it with that of every single pupil.
Sir, if you could show me only one obscenity...
You must now answer only the precisely stated questions with a swift and decisive yes or no. Melchior Gabor, did you write this?
Did you write this?
There's a moment you know
weirdest shit is still to come. You can ask yourself, hey, what have I done? You're just a fly. The little guys, they kill for fun.
Man, you're fucked if you just freeze up. Can't do that thing that keeping still. But you're fucked if you speak your mind. And you know, you will. Get fucked, alright. And no force fight. You can kiss your sorry ass goodbye. Totally fucked, will they mess you up? But you know they're gonna try. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Disappear, yeah, well, you wanna try. Wanna bundle up into some big-ass lie. Long enough for them to all just quit. Long enough for you to get out of it. Hey, come on, answer me! Get your fucked on! For the last time, did you write this? Yes! Yes, fucked, alright, and no force fight. You can kiss your sorry ass goodbye. Totally fucked, will they mess you up? But you know they're gonna die. La 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 la. Those bells. So peaceful.
I know. Sometimes, when it's quiet in the evening like this, I imagine myself as a country pastor. With my red-cheeked wife, my library, my degrees. Boys and girls who live nearby give me their hands when I go walking.
You can't be serious. Really, Ernst, you're such a sentimentalist. The pious, serene faces you see on the clergy, it's all an act to hide their envy. Trust me. There are only 3 ways a man can go. He can let the status quo defeat him, like Moritz. He can rock the boat like Melchior and be expelled. Or he can bide his time and let the system work for him, like me. Think of the future as a pail of whole milk. One man sweats and stirs, turning it into butter, like Otto, for example. Another man frets and spills his milk and cries all night, like Georg. But me, well, I'm like a pussycat. I just skim off the cream.
to skim off the cream.
Right.
But what about... You're laughing, what? Hanschen.
Come cream away the bliss. Travel the world within my lips. Fondle the pearl of your distant dreams. Haven't you heard the word of your body? Oh, you're gonna be wounded. Oh, you're gonna be my wound. Oh, you're gonna bruise too. Oh, I'm gonna be your
Oh, God.
I know. When we look back, 30 years from now, tonight will seem unbelievably beautiful.
And in the meantime,
Why not?
on my way here this afternoon, I thought perhaps we'd only talk.
So are you sorry?
No, I love you, Hanschen, as I have never loved anyone.
And so you should.
I'm gonna be wounded. Oh, I'm gonna be your wound. Oh, I'm gonna bruise you. Oh, you're gonna be my bruise. Oh, you're gonna be wounded. Oh, you're gonna be my wound. Oh, you're gonna bruise too. Oh, I'm gonna be
I have now seen, Wendla, how this contemptible bourgeois society works. How everything we touch is turned to dirt. In the end, we have only ourselves. We must build our own world. Despite what those whispering elders may say, I must set my head against your breast. We must let ourselves breathe and move again in that paradise.
Now, don't fret. I've been prescribing these since before you were born, young lady. In fact, I recently recommended them to the utterly exhausted young Baroness von Witzelben. 8 days later, I'm pleased to report, she's off to a spa in Pyrmont, breakfasting on roast chicken and new potatoes. So, my child, 3 a day, an hour before meals. In a few weeks, you should be fine breakfasting on suckling pig, no doubt.
So that's all it is, Doctor. Anemia.
C'est tout.
And the nausea?
Not uncommon. Trust me, child, you'll be fine. Now, Bergman, if I can have a word with you?
Certainly, Doctor.
Mama?
Wendla, what have you done to yourself? To me! Wendla!
I don't know.
You don't know.
Dr. Van Rasselpulver said I'm anemic.
Well, probably you're going to have a child.
A child? But I am not married.
Precisely. Wendla, what have you done?
No, truly, I don't.
Oh, I think you know. And now I need his name.
His name?
Well, you're going to have to tell me who. Georg Zirchnitz? Then who? Hanschen Reload? Moritz Stiefel? Melchior Gabor? Wendla Melchior Gabor! Wendla!
Given the boy room, and now we must eat of the bitter fruit. He has shown himself utterly corrupt.
He has not.
Hear me out.
I have. Melchior wrote an essay, every word of which was true. Are we so afraid of the truth that we will join the ranks of cowards and fools, twisting his naive act into evidence against him? I will not have Melchior sent to some reformatory, pent up with degenerates and genuine criminals.
See the Father bend to grief, the mother dressed in mourning, sister cries, and the neighbors grumble, Pritchard issues warnings.
Now I must break your heart. This afternoon, Frau Bergman came to see me bearing a letter Melchior wrote to young Wendla, telling her he has no regret for what transpired in our hayloft.
Impossible!
That he only longs to find again that bit of parrot.
Let me see that.
Yes, do have a look.
History, little miss didn't do right when 10 ruined all the true plans. Such a shame, such a sin. All alone on a school night, harvest moon over the blue bank, summer longing on the wind.
The wretched fact is, Melchior knew precisely what he was doing. And as that essay shows, he knew the danger of doing it, and yet he went ahead, defiling himself, and all but destroying that girl. So you tell me, Fanny, what shall we do?
What you will. A reformatory.
Had a sweetheart on his wings, so faithful and adoring, and he touched me, and I let him love me, so I'll be my story.
Dear Melchior, I only pray this letter reaches you. I've written so many and have heard nothing back. When I think of your life in that terrible place, my heart aches. If only I could be close to you now and talk to you. I have such remarkable news. Something has happened, Melchior. Something I can barely understand myself.
All right! Each of you animals put in the coin!
Rhino can put in for both of us.
I beg your pardon.
All right, you calm down. Reinhold, cough it up. Rupert will break you too. Now, whoever hits him, gets him.
Wait, what are you looking at? Oh, Gabor.
Oh, he just wants a part of the sport.
No, thank you.
Oh, no, why would he dirty his hands? Saving it for better things.
What do you mean?
Oh, a good girl, wasn't she?
Nobody taught the poor boy what parlor is for.
He was too busy fucking his slut. You shit!
Come on!
Get him!
Hold on, pretty boy. Get him up! Get him up! Get him back up! Get off me! Careful!
Razor burn.
Check his pockets for money.
Now, what's this? A letter from his bitch?
Animals!
My dear Melchior, I only pray this letter reaches you. I've written so many and have heard nothing back.
Oh, hang on.
The perfect thing to grease the works.
Listen up.
Son of a bitch! Something happened?
Thank you for meeting me. Your name was given me by a doctor friend of my daughter.
I understand. Now listen to my instructions carefully. This Thursday, after nightfall, bring the girl to me. Gartenstrasse number 11, the door below the tavern. Now 3 times.
But my daughter, the procedure, is it safe?
We do what we can.
In my bed, each night, I have so many dreams of the better world that we will build together with our child.
Child!
You didn't know. Put a pup in the bitch and didn't even know!
Hey, forget the coins! We'll use mommy's letter!
And you can lick it up!
Like a dog!
Where are we going, Mama?
Frau Wagner! Good. I'll take her now.
Mama?
I'll be there with you every moment.
Mama, don't leave me!
Ilse, I have been running for days, but at last I am back. Now I beg of you, for the sake of our old friendship, bring Wendla to meet me tonight in the graveyard behind the church.
Oh, no.
I will be waiting there at midnight. Melchior Gabor.
So he hasn't heard. Waiting for Wendla. Poor Melchior. Poor Wendla.
Wendla?
Look at this. Spend your life running from the church, and where do you wind up? Moritz? My old friend? Well, they won't get to me. Or Wendla. I won't let them. We will build that world together for our child. Midnight. God. All these little tombs. And here, a fresh one. Here rests in God, Wendla buried. No. Or died of anemia. Oh my God. Wendla too. No!
Those you've known and lost still walk behind you. Moritz all alone. They linger till they find you.
I've been a fool!
Without them, the world grows dark around you, and nothing is the same until you know that they have found you.
Well, you had the right idea. They'll scatter a little earth and thank their God.
Those you've pained may carry that still with them. All the same, they whisper of forgiven. Still your heart says the shadows bring the starlight, and everything you've ever been is still there in the dark night.
You know you've left them far behind. You walk on by yourself and not with them. Still you know they fill your heart and mind when they say there's a way through. Those you've known and lost still walk behind you. All alone, your song still seems to find you. They call you as if you knew their longing. You whistle through the lonely wind along the shadows falling.
All alone, but still I hear their yearning. Through the dark, the moon alone there burning. The stars too, they tell of spring returning, and summer with another wind that no one yet has known. You call me,
There's so much more to
all
find.
things
And
that somehow on I go. You watch me,
trust your own
just watch me. Now they'll walk on my arm through the distant night, and I won't let them stray from my heart. Through the wind, through the dark, through the winter light, I will read all their dreams to the stars. I'll walk now with them. I'll call on their names. I'll see their thoughts are not gone, not gone. They walk with my heart. I'll never let them go. Not gone. I'll never let them go. Not gone. I'll
just watch me. I'm calling. I'm calling, and one day all will know.
And all shall